Welcome to the We Guard Cleveland podcast with me, your host, Casey Howard. And we've got some breaking news here. The Cleveland Guardians have traded their ace pitcher, Aaron Civale, to the Tampa Bay Rays for top 40 prospect first baseman Kyle Manzardo. And this is big breaking news. And I'm not too happy about it. So, first of all, when I saw this, I was pretty shocked. That's why I'm a little late getting it to you because I didn't know really what to say at first. But first of all, I did not like this trade when I read it. I was thinking, like, what the heck are they doing? As soon as I read this, because why would you trade your ace pitcher when if you win your game tonight, you're in first place in your division. So it didn't really just make sense today. So, but then I thought, I really think the Guardians have a really good front office. Chris Antonetti's really good. So he must have some good reason behind it. So then I did a little bit of research. And I still don't like it. Manzardo, I understand he's a top 40 prospect at first base. But so far in AAA this year, he's hitting .238 with 11 home runs and 38 RBIs. You may say, well, I think they did it because he's the power hitter they need, because Josh Bell's been really struggling and he could help at the end of the season. I don't think so. Josh Bell's hitting .233, 5 points lower than this guy, but he's doing it in MLB, so I would say it's pretty even, with the same amount of home runs and 10 more RBIs. So Josh Bell is actually having the better season than this guy we've traded for. I feel like this trade makes the Guardians look like they're not going all out to win the World Series this year. However, I think they still are, because I know they have a good organization, and they probably think Chris Antonetti, obviously on this trade, thinks different than me. Civale has been having a great year this year. And Cleveland already has a first baseman in Josh Naylor, who I think they should extend for a long term. That's another reason why I was a little upset about this deal, because I feel like this deal looks like this guy is going to be our long-term first baseman, which he's not, because we have Josh Naylor. And you shouldn't really give up your ace pitcher when you're probably going to be winning the division after tonight. So I grade all these trades that I do, and I would give this one a 2 out of 10, because I don't feel like we're getting any value for our ace pitcher, and that's a little bit upsetting. I feel like we should have asked for a lot more, and I don't see why we would get him off the team. The only possible thing I can see is we need to get Noah Syndergaard off the injured list and need to activate him, and we need to take somebody off our roster for it. But that's literally the only reason I can see, and why can't we just send down a relief pitcher like Xavier Curry or somebody like that for a few games so Syndergaard can start? So yeah, I was not a big fan of this trade, obviously. The only, I guess, a positive, I always like to stay positive even when I don't like a trade, and they are saving $2.6 million, and they're not going to have to pay Civale this year, and because that was what his arbitration value was last year, and he's can qualify for arbitration again, and because he's having a really good year, they're probably going to have to pay him a lot more, because that's how arbitration works. But that's the only way I can see it. I still think the Guardians are contenders without Civale. But they're going to need Noah Syndergaard to really step up and become our ace pitcher for the second half of the season. I know it's a lot to ask of Noah Syndergaard, but I think he can do it. He's proven he's been able to do it in the past. And we're going to see what happens. He is starting tonight against the Houston Astros. The only other thing I wanted to say is, if there are any more trades the Guardians make today or tomorrow, I might go live. I'm not sure. I haven't gone live yet on this channel. I was planning on doing it, like, when I heard this news, but I said probably nobody's going to be looking, because I didn't give you guys an alert beforehand. And I may do a YouTube short of a goodbye letter to Civale, kind of like I did with Ahmed Rosario. But for now, go Guardians. Go beat the Astros tonight. And Casey is out.